good reason. The winner here is confirmed to go to Berlin. SCA has 2 slots available, and if you make it to the grand finals, you are going to be one of them. Question is now, can Paper Rex wrap it up with a neat 2-0 and be the ones waiting in the grand finals? Or will BREN Esports still find the fight in them and tie things up and force a map number 3? Here we go for Forsaken though up top the box. He has been the loudest voice so far of PRX, but Dubstep sees Forsaken there, blinded quite a little bit by the guiding lights. And that's going to be Dubstep with the takedown. Seems like BREN Esports taking advantage of that situation.
I think it was a flash from Devi, actually. The team flash there, unfortunately enough. But they do get the trade-off, punishing Dubstep on his position. He couldn't fall back out instead. And now it's brought down to a 4v4, which does favor the attacking side for the most part. Mindfreak here, taking some damage. And he's quite low. A single bullet can do him in. But you talked about it, Dex. You know, this is for Berlin. This series is to go to Berlin. And if Paper Rex, well, they're 13 rounds away, potentially, from Berlin itself. And right now, Paper Rex, though, they have to lock in. They have to close this series off first and foremost. They cannot let BREN Esports go for the comeback, because BREN, you've seen them do it against other opponents, but none such of the caliber. That is Paper Rex. And so Paper Rex on the B site, attack Borkum, trying to play it close. They say keep your enemies afar. Well, keep them closer this time. Wits finding a double somehow on mid, but Devi's going to answer back, and Jesse Vash is going to find one of his own. A quick 1v3. It's all on Devi.
I mean, the closer they are, the easier they are to shoot, and Devi now, the only one left, does have the spike in hand. Can he make it in time to put that spike down? Yes, he does, but he needs to commit, and because of that, his hands are tied, and Wits will be there to catch him instead. 3 kills for Wits. BREN Esports does get the pistol, and yeah, BREN Esports, I'm impressed. 3rd time that they won the pistol in the 3 times we've had it so far, and it really goes to show that they have worked on some of the issues they've had all throughout the year. But then again, Paper Rex, they're happy to give that one up, because even though they go down 1-0, 2-0, they will make it costly as much as possible. And when they get the guns, that's when Paper Rex looks absolutely scary.
Paper Rex, you cannot let these rounds slip away from you. They need every single round here, BREN Esports, and even on an eco, we've seen Paper Rex be very scrappy, very thrifty in many senses of the word. Information found here by Dubstep, rather Dispenser on that Cypher. He'll try and be the anchor on the site itself. Wits there to support him. Long range, they do have Spectres, but it can still quite work out in their favor. Dispenser trying to play this a bit sneakily. Forsaken's give his position away and will be taken down here by Dubstep, who's ready to help. Recon Bolt will also give away the position of Dispenser, but he doesn't mind. This is Dubstep, well, the D&D connection, he's got his back. He's going to capitalize on this, and this should be a quick cleanup round from BREN. A flawless one so far.
Ooh.
That they will confirm. 3 for Dubstep on the round, and that has to feel good for BREN to start off the map like this.
Mindfreak's still scary though. Give him a classic and he can still kill you. That was so close versus Dispenser. But it goes to show BREN has done their homework, and they've set up some proper fortifications here on a site, especially with that Cypher. It's a little difficult to run the Sentinel on a map like this, especially that A site. But at the same time, if you know the angles for the tripwires or the nanoswarms, if you're playing that Killjoy, if you know how to set up that camera well as well, then it can do wonders on your defense, especially on a map this wide. But in any case though, you know, pros and cons, it's all about trying to outclass the competition when you have the exact same lineup on each side. Forsaken though, he sees Wix, hits the head there. In the meantime, Dubstep right now going after Forsaken, does get a takedown, looking for more, and Dubstep is hungry, and Dubstep will get to Benkai though in response. Deathmatch now in the middle, and things are just falling apart in terms of formation, because it's all about killing each other in the middle of the map. There's Borkum now getting on the board after Dubstep has gotten 3. And all eyes now are on Shiba. They don't know though where he is. Now he will expose his position with a backstab there onto Dubstep. 2v1 though. BREN Esports, they can set things up well here by the spike. And it's up to Shiba to figure out what's going on. But oh, he went for a quick Aldron there, back in blue. And I'm worried here because Jesse Vash is just hiding on the side. Shiba might not know his counterpart is there. He still confirms the kill on the 4 from anyway. 1v1, but Shiba does it anyway. It's a clutch here for Paper Rex. And this is not gonna be a cute bet whatsoever. It's a ferocious beast. And Shiba, you will hear him roar.
Shiba, ay caramba, how does he do it, man? it seemed like BREN Esports had that one in the bag. A great play for them to secure mid control real early in the round. And at that point in a 1v3, you thought surely there was no way that Sheba could bring this back, but he did, because Sheba is better. Look, what a performance from Sheba to bring it back. And for BREN, as I said, they cannot get caught sleeping here on Paper Rex, no matter which hand is dealt to Paper Rex, no matter if they're in a bad economic or man disadvantage situation, Paper Rex are going to make the most out of it, and so Sheba does.
If you spend even a second spacing out versus Paper Rex, you will get punished by it. That's just it. Any kind of idle time will not help you whatsoever. And here we go with the Spencer pushing on forward to get the takedown on the Forsaken. Oh, BREN Esports still looking clean here so far on their hold. And it's all up to Divide right now. He does have a rifle in hand. Can he get a few pickoffs just to end the round here? At least give Paper Rex something to be happy about. Oh, Divide though. This is going to be the show here. 2 here from Divide. But Dubstep now with the second chance. And with that second shot, he will get that kill. BREN's A defense though here, Black and Blue, looking pretty ironclad so far. It's a lockdown by the pyramids. No way you can visit these wonders if your name is Paper Rex.
Yeah, I mean, just like coming into this series with their perfect record, so far they're perfect here on this A-side defense. Has been quite the struggle for Paper Rex to get into, and that is to no fault as well of them, because BREN Esports have been really good on holding down the line here. Ironclad, as he said. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, lad. Whenever you see Paper Rex in a 1vx situation, any single one of their members, and they get the pick, you start to fear for the side of BREN, because you know that they can clutch it out no matter if it's a 1v3, 1v4. Certainly possible. Devi found 2 there. Almost looking for more, but for the meantime, they will be on eco. This could allow BREN to get some momentum.
The thing is, about Paper Rex truly, is every single one of them can frag out, as you mentioned. And you need to respect this team if you're the side of BREN Esports, because you can't think, okay, we made it 5v1, 4v1, etc., right? We can't go for that single peak, just outduel the opposition, because Paper Rex, they will always have that fight back. And right now, they are going to be fighting on back with the Blade Storm instead. It is an eco state here for PRX, and they are going to go for the push. But Benkai there, effective enough to catch out Borkum after he gets one. Dispenser on the board, but Forsaken flying on high. It does feel like the graces of Forsaken will just be too much to handle there for Jesse Bash. 3v3 though, and actually get Wits here to get some confirmation with the Guiding Lights. Neural Theft going to be into play instead, saying hello to the other side. And PRX waiting for BREN to come. Dispenser though, the first target, Forsaken with that takedown. There we go with the Trailblazer scouting on the round, and Dubstep with his own blades here. Marchbeat gonna go on down, and can Dubstep find these 2 last targets? Benkai right behind this rook, and what's the call here for Dubstep? Forsaken though, trying to go for the backstab, but he cannot hit all of the shots. Benkai there to confirm the kill instead. And PRX, man oh man, just never count them out. That's the whole summary of all of this, because they win that in a thrifty fashion there, Black and Blue.
Both of the rounds that Paper Rex have won so far are when they've had that disadvantage. Earlier on with Sheba, it was when they had that 1 versus 3 disadvantage, Sheba able to clutch it out, and now Paper Rex on an eco, coming in very scrappy, thrifty from him, and he said it, Dax, you cannot sleep on these guys, no matter what situation. You might think like, okay, we're in a 1vx, or rather, we might have the weapons here, but Paper Rex, you give Forsaken that Blade Storm, he's gonna give you full value out of it every time, and more often than not, convert it into a 1 round. He is such an incredible talent. And BREN Esports, you're gonna have to respect that. And they do. But the rest of the BREN Esports roster, aside from Dubstep, in the meantime, will have to stick on the shoddy buy that they got. Jesse Bash on the judge. Dubstep is the only one with the rifle in hand, as Paper Rex, they're looking to maybe kind of split the A site here.
Just feels like it's a different kind of pressure versus Paper Rex. You know that there's going to be an opportunity for them to win no matter the situation. Compared to when you're facing off against BREN Esports, the pressure there is the streak. If you see BREN Esports get that streak, you know they can be nigh unstoppable. But PRX, as we mentioned, they just have the answer naturally. They can win a round no matter what. They will have the firepower to do so. They will have the gunplay to do so. And they have the skill in spades in their roster. For now, though, Forsaken Just going for the operator, looking for a target or two. It's all about the cyber cages though on site, but Dubstep and Dispenser coming on close and getting takedowns. The D&D connection getting two so far. Shiba though and Devi on the board as well. Wits in the meantime with the answer, and now it's 3v2. Can Forsaken find the angle here on the east side of the pyramids? Devi though coming on close. Forsaken now with the takedown. One Wits there with the frenzy, and it's 2v1. 52 HP left here for Forsaken. He catches out Jesse Bash there. Guiding Light gonna be into play, but the fake flash doesn't work. Forsaken does not fall for it, and he's the last one standing in this 3-3 scoreline.
You cannot forsake Forsaken himself, and he shall not falter in those situations. Forsaken coming up alive once again. BREN Esports though, a good eco round by all means considered, as they were able to bring it down to that 1v2 situation and really hurt the economy here of Paper Rex, and that should allow them for the most part. If they win this round, BREN Esports and Paper Rex are going to be in a shoddy bye, but BREN, they finally can invest into this one themselves. See if the gun round will work out here. For the most part, when it has been a full gun round, BREN Esports have been able to win that round in their favor. But they're going to have to continue that streak. For the meantime, as Forsaken is going to open things up here with the operator. Shot landing on Dispenser. That's a 5v4 in the favor of Paper Rex.
That's huge here, making it so much easier for Paper Rex to navigate around the map, especially without that pesky Cypher gathering intel and bothering sightlines with the cyber cage. But really, the pace of this game has changed here with the black and blue. The series a while ago in ICEBOX contested with some of the hottest plays from each side. This time though, it feels like there's a little bit more of subtlety right now from the PRX movement. And yes, they have the flashy plays, they get the kills. BREN though, in the meantime though, just a stellar defense from them as well. But really, there's a lot more reservation coming into map number 2, and the respect given to each side is something we noticed. Dubstep though, in the meantime, does catch out the Vi as Forsaken catches out Dubstep there in response. 3 here for Forsaken so far, swapping over to the Phantom. The Hunter's Fury was called there, and Forsaken with the shorty surprise inside the Cloudburst. 4-3 here. PRX takes the lead, and this is going to be a bad sign here for BREN Esports, because the last time PRX took the lead, it felt like it was just them with full momentum and full steam ahead.
BREN Esports, they're just looking outgunned here right now. Paper Rex seeming to be in a class of their own. BREN Esports are right on their tail, but to get back on that trail, they're going to have to try and make something happen here on the eco round once more. They got really close the last time around, round number 6, to making that eco into a thrifty win. Not able to seal the deal in the end, but oh, Dispenser, you cannot try and hold that angle when you know Forsaken's got an operator on the opposing side. Even though they're on the attack, he can make full work out of that, not landing the shot on Wits to his fortune, but will allow him some respite to try and fall back.
No, black and blue. Oh, Wits though from afar. The taps getting Forsaken there. But I guess the demise there of Dispenser, it's an example of why you don't wear full white. That was, you know, pretty obvious, to say the least, in the middle of the appearance. But Mind Freak, beautiful shot onto Jesse Bash. Dubstep now making the martial count. Can BREN eco PRX here? Mind Freak now with the punish on the back line, preventing the backstab from happening. And Benkai has no fear, pushes forward against Dubstep. It's all up to Wits right now. He has been a master of the Sheriff, and can he go for the taps here? And now sees the white half of Benkai, but he'll not tip on over. It's Wits falling on down instead, as Benkai from above will secure the kill. And it's 5-3 here. Paper Rex now 2 ahead. But again, on the scoreboard, look who's on top here, black and blue. It's Dubstep and Forsaken. The Battle of the Jets continue on in this game.
5-3. BREN Esports, this round is crucial for them. They'll lose this round, they're not going to be looking good in this map, honestly, at least in the half. Wits and Dubstep, very valiant jobs for them to try and make it happen, but in the end, just did not confirm the rest of the kills and clean things up when they were at that disadvantage. BREN Esports right now, an opening pick here from Dubstep. That's a good answer back now from BREN. Can they make the comeback happen? Well, it seems like there is a premonition of possibly things to come. It's Paper Rex, Forsaken trying to out-snipe here. Maybe find Dubstep in return.
It's just that realm of possibility. But here we go. Coming into this game, it has really turned into a bit of that snail pace with the operator signaling the start of the rounds. But is this going to be the sniper duel we have been awaiting? Forsaken though missing the shot. Same things there for Dubstep. Jitters from both sides. It's now going to be 5v3 as Jesse Bash waits patiently versus Benkai. And we've seen PRX play patience before here on a map like this, especially with some of the lurks. In this case now, BREN eSports in prime positions and with prime punishment. But Shiba with a beautiful takedown there onto Dubstep. Jesse Bash wins right now with the kills. And, well, that's going to be that. BREN eSports, they clean up house pretty thoroughly. They only lost Dubstep there in that round, but PRX just caught out by BREN and the locations that they found those pickoffs from.
JC Vash getting 3 kills in that. Majority of his frags were found in the final round, the previous round rather, and I mean for JC Vash, he might not be the flashiest of players, but he is always, for the most part, making those right decisions and getting very, very, well, sneaky with a lot of his positions as well, and in that case, dropping down the shoot, well, shooting Paper Rex in the back of it afterwards. The B-side push, we haven't seen this much coming from Paper Rex, but they've been so far successful on that endeavor by Borkum! Borkum! 3 kills for him, almost giving him the 4th. Forsaken answering back, but Benkai's got the response to all of that too. It's a 3v2 here right now. BREN, they are 2 picks away from tying the game up next.
TikTok walking to the clock as we saw a bit of Borkum time there, waiting on the angle. Wits right now looking for the takedown by Jesse Bash with the guarantee, and Jesse Bash with 2 there. So Bash, so good from afar. 5-5, BREN finding angles and finding miracles for themselves, earning that round.
Look at this, both Jets, Forsaken and Dubstep, 13 frags apiece. You can see these guys are neck and neck in terms of their power rankings in Southeast Asia. Like, quite literally, I think if you check like some of the official rankings, they're literally like 1 point away or 1 circuit point away from each other. So, BREN eSports and Paper Rex, this might just be the new rivalry of the scene. Previously, it was BREN versus Boom and Paper Rex and Full Sense, but I mean, BREN versus Paper Rex, they're making a case for their own, and Dubstep finds Forsaken. That's a huge pick for him to find, a confidence boost and a half as well.
Isn't that the case though, Black and Blue? When your rivals fall, find someone else to compete with, and what better dance partner for BREN eSports? Well, for Paper Rex on the other side, looking for the tango. But Dubstep right now, he's going for his own symphony here with the operator. On the flip side though, it's already PRX down to 3 members. Jesse Bash with a shot dart yet again. Scope on in. It's Mindfreak actually does get the takedown in response with that rifle. But Wits looking to be oh so sneaky. Will Paper Rex be able to find out any kind of backstab opportunity there from BREN eSports? Dubstep though, still happy to hold these lanes, these hallways, and the metal will be ringing with the shots from the operator. It's time to hear the echoes of the past here in the present as Davai as well as Mindfreak are looking to go for the push on forward. Dubstep though looking to hold the line, has to back on the way, updrafts, but can't get out of dodge and can't get out of the way of Mindfreak. Now then, Wits though waiting at the exit, backs inside the cave, as the guiding light, and okay, it's time now to just shoot on out, and it seems like Borkum was ready for these imposters. 2 there for Borkum, yet again setting up his station, and now it will be Paper Rex among the dead in that round.
Dax, this is a historical matchup that we have here in the region, the likes of which we haven't seen much, but now Paper Rex and BREN eSports, this is looking like another all-time classic to be written down in the history books. Save the Vods for one of the best matches we've had in the region, and it's certainly living up to every expectation from that. Every single fan, every viewer, even us casters and players are at the edge of our seats, and Paper Rex, they're looking to tie the game up at the half once again, just as we saw on map number 1. But Borkum, he's going to catch Forsaken looking the wrong way, changing up the positions right now, and Forsaken was none the wiser, brings it to a 5v4.
Turn around as those bright eyes will not be able to see Borkum just waiting at the wings. And now we get the Viper Spit into play. It's getting the way of the site. BREN eSports though, ready to spam it down, maybe find a stray headshot or 2 onto Paper Rex, who are just stationed on the other side. Benkai is trying to find information. Big pick off though by BREN eSports. Removing Forsaken from the equation removes a lot of entry potential here from the side of PRX. And with Borkum right now holding on to the left side, it's up to him to make that angle work again. Time ticking though. Seems like here for BREN eSports, they're navigating and searching around the map, and really, it's been nice to see some players go into the middle, at least find an angle, be willing to play the aggression so far. Witsto now saying hello to the Aldrone, but it looks like it's a journey here. Mr. Black and Blue, an exodus to A site. Will we see PRX make it there in the first place? How will BREN stop them here with their positioning? Well, that's gonna be the first sign. Dubstep now with a takedown on the Shiba. And it's 3v5 as, the Blade Storm gets the surgical strikes onto 2 more. 3 here for Dubstep. Borkum with that final kill, and Bren, precise, accurate, and absolutely decisive. 7-5 as BREN Esports has a 2-round lead coming into the second half.
Flawless round coming from BREN Esports, and it all kicked off and ended by Borkum there, opening things up and shutting it down. Dubstep getting his to a triple kill mid-round, and these two players, they have faced off against each other even before Valorant in the past. They've known about the capabilities of one another, and when it came into the Valorant scene, they knew that they would be better as teammates. They knew that if they all linked up, the mind power, the strengths, the firepower of Dubstep, Wits, Jesse, Vash, Dispenser, and Borkum will outclass every team of the Philippines, and they're looking to do that internationally. But Paper Rex, this is a different beast in every sense of the word that they've ever been up against, and they're looking to make this a difficult endeavor. But now the push from Paper Rex, currently trying to hold on to the ace site here, as BREN are successfully taking that mid control and trying to just force their way into the site, but Dubstep will be taken down. Mindfreak finding a pick off on his own, but it's a 2v2 either way, Dax, and now we're into 3v3.
Oh, Shiba though, backstab is going to be a go. Jesse Bash going to get dinked there, and now Shiba will get that takedown. 3v2 situation here as BREN Esports will try to, at the very least, sniff out where Paper Rex is stationed, and Wits will get that first target. Second one perhaps here for Borkum so far. Shiba though from in behind, he's been clutched before. Can he do it again? Ghost in hand versus light armor on the other side, but Borkum, all he needs is a body shot there to get that takedown, and BREN Esports winning the pistol again. Maybe that's the reason the black and blue. This is a 100% win rate for BREN Esports in the pistol, and that doesn't happen. That's not usual. That's a rarity truly here, and maybe this is like a bad sign perhaps for BREN Esports that they win the pistol but lose the game. But no, that's just all. That's just all conjecture here, my friend, because it really is an accomplishment for BREN Esports to consistently win pistol. I am in disbelief, honestly, that BREN has learned to get rid of one of their biggest weaknesses in the game and get off to a good start. And here we go again, second half, same case. It's Paper Rex though, who's always lethal no matter the guns on the other side. Dubstep now having back on the way. Dispenser, his buddy, his pal, gonna be there for backup, but they cannot confirm any single kill whatsoever for PRX.
They get them all quite low though. And Devi doesn't have a heal here for Bankai, so both of the backline players from Paper Rex taken down very low. Still though, as you said, even in these situations, Paper Rex can be very scrappy. They might just catch him off guard, but it's going to be Dubstep opening things up here onto Bankai, trying to take the fight up close. Understandable, he has low HP, he had a pistol, what else can you do? So for, well, BREN Esports, you can see Wits has crawled his way all the way here to the spawn, so you confirm the kill, and that should give them the A-side control, but BREN is still on the rotate, and Paper Rex are trying to aggress here on mid, but this should be a quick cleanup, honestly, with how long the engagements are on Breeze. It can be very difficult to win with just classics, and you can see the full, well, tail of that.
Yeah, kills all the time, long range is a crime, and those classics, while they can be lethal, especially that they're free, still BREN Esports putting that spike down. So this is actually a really good sign here for BREN Esports. I do believe they've been winning rounds in a row, and as we mentioned before, that's the biggest strength of BREN Esports. When they get that momentum in their favor, when they feel the wings of victory right behind them, and that is the perfect opportunity. But come on, Mindfreak with a classic is a completely different champion. He's incredible with it, I gotta say. He's been stellar with the free pistol shots, but the Wits at least will not fall to his hand. 9-5 though, and it's time for us to see what the scoreline truly is. How is this working for BREN Esports with Dubstep with 19 and Wits with 15? It's that momentum. It's always been that BREN momentum, the BREN dominance, the BREN streak, all the patents looking for the pending. And if you add in the first half here, Black and Blue, this is 6 rounds in a row. BREN Esports is happy with a score like this, happy with how the rounds have undergone so far, because they know that they have that legendary momentum. They know that they have that win streak that they've always been banking on, and the confidence here for the PH Squadron, it is sky high versus PRX.
But you can see that PRX, they have no mind in that. They're going to confidently push this double doors. Devi spraying through, and well, he isn't able to rather land a shot, but I think Paper Rex here quickly already fully rotating onto that A side to try and hold on to things, as BREN have taken control of it for the most part. The plant will go down now. Finally, you can see the rest of Dubstep and Wits trying to aggress here on mid just in case there is a flank coming on. But Wits might go going for a flank himself. Devi will find that pick on Dispenser. That's huge for the retake to be even more possible here. Borkum still 2 points away from his ultimate, so that won't be coming up online anytime soon for the most part. And he could potentially find the frag, and he does! A double for Borkum! That's his ultimate online, but he's taken down. Dubstep's able to find one of his own. Devi removed off of the board, and Dubstep coming up alive again! It's all on the Bankai! Can he make the clutch happen? We saw 1v3 come in from Shiba, but Bankai's gonna recede this round. He's gonna have to go for the save here. Dubstep trying to hunt him out, and he will do successfully, securing the round with a third kill. And BREN Esports, they've taken this to a 10-5.
He investigated that shoot, and he was able to confirm that the Cypher was there. 10-5, as you mentioned, but for BREN Esports, just love the stacks of plans for them on that A take. If plan Dispenser doesn't work, you got plan B, plan Borkum. Distracting the opposition with the double kill, giving space and time for Dubstep to line up a few more of those takedowns. And when the dust settled, it was BREN Esports now taking that round and taking a handful of the lead. 10-5 the scoreline. And we've seen PRX in a situation like this before, though, Black and Blue. Tactical timeouts have been, I'd say, very helpful, if not game-changing for these two teams. For BREN, they love to use the tactical timeout to stifle momentum on the other side. Be like, okay, guys, we just need a break. So they have to take a break. Let's retool, let's refuel, and let's figure out what we need to do. On Paper Rex's side, though, it's always that micro adjustment after a tactical timeout. It feels like that they just want to take this time to understand exactly what's going on, what's going wrong, and they will make the necessary adjustments for it in the first place. But we get this replay, and look at that. Dispenser couldn't hit the shot, but Borkum instead. All he needs are pixel peaks, and that's going to be enough to get the takedowns. Distraction into the isolation, as I like to say, ending up with 1v1s in favor of Dubstep. But the reality is, both BREN and Paper X, they do end up using the same tools, but they can play it in such different ways, not only in terms of like the timeout, but the composition as well. But BREN, they've had the advantage here, Black and Blue, and they want to force a map number 3.
Well, there should be a round in their way, but we've said that in the past, and Paper X has proved us wrong. Even with whatever hand they're dealt, the Marshal Sheriffs, they know how to lay down the law. And the Outlaws here of BREN Esports are trying to make their own matters happen, but Paper X, well, they've been pillars of the Southeast Asian community for so long. They're not going to let this one slip by idly into the night. So for Paper X, they lose this round. By all means, they're expected to. BREN Esports will be up 11-5. We're playing for Berlin here, ladies and gentlemen, friends, folks, far and wide. And everything's on the line. This is honestly looking like a full 3-map series, in my opinion. That's how it's going to go. Will they take each other's map picks? ICEBOX picked by BREN, taken away by Paper Rex. And Paper Rex now picking Breeze. And it's looking like BREN are looking to return the favor. Though we do know Paper Rex are not going to let that come easily for BREN Esports. They're now trying to crawl their way up here to the B site. But will they know Forsaken is lurking right under the window? Will they even check this? Yes, they will. Dubstep, he's had the second sense ever since map number 1. And they've opened up the site.
Come on, it's like he has the eyes at the back of his head, as well as just that complete instinct to figure out where Paper Rex is going for in the first place. Spike's now planted. It's 10-5, looking to be 11-5 unless PRX can pull a miracle out of this hat. It's Ben Kaito wearing it right now. It seems like his corpse is going to be on the floor there. Dubstep on the board as well. It's all up to Devi here, but he's going to get spotted. He's going to get taken down. And BREN Esports have proven really that history is basically just the past. History is something that you can look forward, you can look at, you can see the stats, but they can make the present into a very convincing future instead. And really, the maps that we've seen from them on Breeze, they haven't been as stellar as this. So far, so good. And BREN Esports looking to go on the uprise here for Breeze in the first place. Checking the corners, finding the angles, understanding how safe they can peek in the first place. And it just is mastery. That's the thing, right? When we see BREN lose on the local circuit, they get that extra motivation to get even better on that map. Breeze has to be one of those shining examples early on into their Stage 3 career. And right now, they're showing the fruits of their labor versus Paper Rex. But this is it. PRX has the guns, and this is where they truly shine. Watch out for Forsaken. He has the operator here, Black and Blue. And we'll see what PRX can do to try and come on back.
Ooh, a good counter cloud burst here from Dubstep, but if he slowly peeks into this, there's no way Forsaken's not going to land that shot. Dubstep's going to have to be quicker about it. Wits and Spencer, they've crawled their way up here into the B site. Shiba's going to find the pick off on Dubstep, but I don't think they have any idea that the mid control here has really been given away that much. And Devi, will he find him? He will, but not the pick. As Dispenser answers back, Mindfreak's going to find Borkum holding onto the back of the site itself. Regonbolt landing right on him, and they confirm the kill through that. Jesse Bash, great job by him, but Forsaken's going to answer back. Not able to land a shot here in Dispenser to deny the plant, and the plant will go down. 2v3 right now in the favor of Paper X, but they're going to have to make the comeback here. The retake happened. They know that Dispenser is on the pillar itself. The time is ticking. They're going to have to play this one perfectly.
Man, the Shiba darts are just so stellar here for Paper Rex. Ben Kaido will take advantage. Shiba though does go down the hand of Dispenser, but it's 2v1. Camera now gonna be the play, looking for that eye in the sky, but Forsaken is gonna be the one to seal the deal here for the round, and Paper Rex will get that recovery. From 5 to 11 becomes 6 to 11. Still something magical here for PRX, but you gotta give props to some of the utilities they have in the first place. I keep saying it about Shiba. When he's on that Sova, his darts are just absolutely massive for his roster. They've been so helpful with reconnaissance, giving information for Forsaken, and they're very athlete timed too. When he goes for the dart, more often than not, Paper Rex will take that as a signal to go in and go ham. And that's one of the biggest reasons why Paper Rex is such a powerhouse. The fact that they can turn utility into an execution, they can use that ability to find a pickoff, and at least in that round, it worked out for them.
The push here from BREN Esports Dax has been for the most part successful when they try and split the A site itself, but Forsaken this time has got an operator in hand, will not land the shot. Regonbolt will reveal his position, but Bankai will capitalize on the information here, trying to find the pick off on his own, and they're tagging them through it with the Hunter Spirit Divide with the pop flash and capitalizing on Wits. Suddenly Paper Rex, they're dismantling the push here from BREN Esports. A flawless one so far. Divide with a triple kill. It's all on Dispenser once again, this time in a 1v5. What can he do? Not anything at all. Shiba closing out the round, and Paper Rex force BREN here into another round they're gonna have to play out. This could be the final round for BREN's buy-up economy. If they do lose this, there should be going on in an eco.
Isn't that it? Just back-to-back examples here from Paper Rex, and you can see how they take opportunities with the flashes, with the smokes, with every kind of bit of intel. And PRX, they are not done. They have finally broken the momentum of BREN truly, and that 8-round streak over 2 halves, it is gonna go down in the annals of history. PRX now looking to write the next chapter of this game. We'll see though what BREN can do. Can they get the recovery this time, or will Paper Rex start to run away with it yet again and tie things up to make it 11 to 11? Any promo codes for for that one, but BREN Esports right now, it's Dubstep alongside Dispenser here. They're waiting, watching, trying to see if Paper X will come their way. But PRX are no fools, and they have an inkling of the opposition on the other side.
One more round till match point 2 to bring us into that final map of the series. BREN Esports, they're going to try and play their hand perfectly here. Dash up by this Dubstep. Taking lots of damage through the smoke, but Mind Freaking Forsaken! They just completely destroy the push here from BREN Esports. Dubstep's able to find one, but not much more. Devi answering back. It's a complete shutdown of any notions by BREN Esports. And Paper Rex, this is so difficult for them, for the side of BREN Esports to come back against when Paper Rex are looking like this form, completely unstoppable at the moment.
That's the thing. Paper Rex, they can just be the dominant creature when they turn it up to 11. And for now, BREN Esports, they understand what's going on. They need to stop the Paper Rex train, and they will go for that tactical timeout. But what a game we've had here so far, Black and Blue. And we can really see here for the side of BREN Esports, they've gotten that motions yet again. From the group stage to the playoffs, they can get that big streak and get a good lead against the opposition. But this is the crux of the problem. Yes, it has been mostly overtime instead of taking the map loss, which does give them a better record, but it's still the same old thing. BREN Esports having difficulty in closing out the games as soon as Paper Rex, especially finding their momentum. And PRX as a roster, is one that can be oh so decisive on the other side. You give them the chance, they will take it, they will run away with it, and you will just not see them anymore. 8 to 11 can become 13 to 11 very, very quickly against the side of PRX, and just shining examples of how they've been playing the angle so far in the past few rounds in these replays. BREN Esports, they need to solve the problem in front of them. This has been the true play. The pistol, yes, it's been fun to notice. Yes, it's been something that people can laugh at because BREN can recover from it. But these are the situations where BREN struggles in. Can they get 2 more rounds to force out map number 3? Or will it fall to the wayside, and will they fall to the lower bracket, to the hand of Paper X? Let's find out that as Forsaken now with the operator. Might see wits here if he goes to the right-hand side, and there you go! Perfect center of mass there from Forsaken. Gets that takedown, and PRX still rampaging in this round.
Forsaken, even with that pickoff, even when they have the man advantage, he wants to continue to re-aggress, and Dispenser's gonna find the frag here in Devi. Forsaken eventually taken down by Borkum. Now 4v3 in the favor of BREN. They got those blades, they got the Viper's bit up online as well. Shotcut will push Benkai back from the door switch itself. They're trying to catch him off guard, and Dispenser, he will. A second kill by him, Dubstep chiming in on the fight, and it's now all on the Mind Freak, who only has a judge and a sheriff to lay down the law, but the jury's still out on that. How will it turn out? We have seen clutches, but none this ground. You'll be able to retrieve the Vandal here. Drop. Actually, no, he doesn't pick it up. He's looking to maybe use the element of surprise to find an early pickoff with the Sheriff and then switch on over, but nobody's really giving that information away. They now know where he is. He can save the Vandal here. The flank is on him. No, it doesn't even matter, as Borkum will get another kill here. BREN Esports take match point.
What's been looking for? Those are the 2 words they wanted to get the answer. Match point, or in this case, it's map point now to tie up the series and force a map number 3. And we can do this here. A set rather, if BREN Esports is able to take the victory on Breeze. This People Rex though going to be able to bounce on back. It hasn't been the easiest time here for PRX. As soon as they got a fistful of the BREN dominant that has been running rampant on the other side of the bracket, on the other group in the stages, of course, also in the PH local scene. But Forsaken wants to fight on back. He wants to find the answer, and his answer is the operator. Aldrin right now scouting on around after the tag of Sip in the meantime, spamming down that smoke. But in this case here, PRX, they are able to get on away. They are also going to look to help on out inside the hallway. Shiva catching out Dubstep there. 5v4 right now. Still the up in the hands of the Jet. But BREN, they want to go for CQC here, my friend. It's going to be the Viper Spit into play behind, or in the middle, actually, of the pyramids. Benkai, though, cashing out the Spencer. And PRX looking pretty surgical here, finding the pickoffs that they need. Danger close, though, for Forsaken as Borkum gets in his face. And it's now 2v3 as that spike is being, well, they're looking for it. They found it now. And it will be navigated to the center of that green souffle.
Confirming danger close on that one there, Captain Dax. And Borkum, this is where he breathes. He likes to take those fights up close. Witz is able to find the double. They're a single round away, a single kill away from bringing us into map number 3. And all Mind Freak has is a judge, a sheriff in hand. But in that smoke, that is when it can be the deadliest. Can they catch him off guard here? Because Mind Freak is on the prowl. He is a Viper himself, but this is not the poison that he's grown up with. He's trying to live in it, but Borkum has been birthed by it. The Mind Freak, he will be trying to go crazy here, but Borkum goes insane, and the 13-8, we're going to map number 3.